Okay, well now we're back with Carmen and organizing this space. It was a lot of fun taking things out of here. I found a lot of surprises, things I lost I found, which was really great. And now the challenge is we're trying to put light things together so that we can store them. And I know one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they try to get organized is they think they have to throw everything away and they go out and buy containers. And it's not about fitting everything in a container. It's really about figuring out what you're going to keep and use. So I wanted to show you some of the containers that I have on hand because I have some questions. Because I do like things grouped together and I want to use the space as best I can. But I'm all about the operation decoration too because I want it out and looking nice. So tell us a little bit about the importance of containerizing some of these things that we're going to have in here.
The good thing about containers is that there's so many of them. There's clear ones, such as this basket, if you want to conceal things a little bit. You can go with different sizes. It's a good way of keeping things organized and easy to reach, especially on a small space, so you know where everything is. And it just keeps you organized, makes your life simple.
Okay. I have, I think, 8 cubbies here. We have 4 here. And when I go out and buy containers, I never seem to know how many to get because I get excited when I finally do find something. So that container right there, can I hold that for a second? That one to me, I like this because it hides a lot.
And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful pencil.
Yeah, and it's nice. And it doesn't fill the space. I was too cheap to buy the ones that went with the organizer. And those ones at Lowe's and Home Depot are not the ones that fit here. IKEA has their own thing. So I kind of like this because it gave me some extra room.
I actually like it that way better too. So it doesn't cover the whole space, so that way you can still easily grab.
And then there are ways too, you recommended before about how to label containers so that we know kind of what's in it.
You can label them either with pretty labels you can make yourself, or I also seen like a little chalkboard thing that you can erase.
Because I always change my mind.
I think that's very clever.
And one cool thing about the way we have this hung up is because the way this is set up, this basket can go in one side and out the other, so I don't even have to get up.
So it's very convenient as you're working.
I like that. Very good. I like to shop at the Dollar Tree when I'm organizing. So, you know, we talked about this really colorful wall, and we have white trim, we have a light colored tile, and so if I have bins there, I'm a real matchy-matchy kind of person. Do I want to try to keep it neutral in my workspace because so much color's on my walls, or do I want to pull out a color? I'm lost on that.
I don't think it needs to be neutral. I mean, I think to me, as long as it complements what you have on the wall, so you can go opposite the color wheel. What's color wheel? Just go opposite the color wheel, and I think that gives you a nice punch to the room by your accessories.
I'm scared. I'm scared to buy colored containers. If I know they're in a closet, I'm okay. I'll get all the same.
Like I think a pretty blue would be nice. Or brown always looks pretty with yellow too.
Or I could go red. I could go really wild. There's a lot of red and purple in that artwork. So, so at the Dollar Tree, I've gotten these before, which are such a great size, and they have lids. And I haven't tried, but I know I could probably stack a couple of those there, which is really nice to have everything in one area.
Exactly. That's perfect for stacking, like you say. That's perfect.
And you can see what's inside. But I kind of like this one. These are the ones I just found recently. I like these because they're open, and so I have room, and I can see what's in there. I want to make some tags like you talked about, so my husband can tell where things go, right? And then I also like to put, if it's like my Zen doodling or what have you, I have specific books. So if I have my Zen doodling supplies in here, I can put all the books that go with it, so all my inspirations there together. So I love that when the bins fill the space, but I like having this flexibility, I think,
exactly.
too.
You don't have to overstuff it either.
Right.
It's nice to kind of leave it kind of light still.
Okay, so we've pulled everything out of the room. We're sorting by category. What's the next step we need to do to figure out the best way where to put these things? So we also have a closet that we can store things in as well.
I guess one good thing that you can do is kind of like prioritize what you need more handy and have those things closer to you and in more visible bins, kind of like this. And then what you use the least, maybe in cubies and inside or the closet.
Okay. Yeah, because the bigger things don't necessarily mean they're ones I use a lot. I just have more stuff accumulated. But I am going to pull out that sewing machine. I can feel it in my bones. Okay, so I'm going to throw you off. I'm going to ask you a question that we didn't talk about yet. Because it's echoey in here right now. Because there's nothing in the walls. Or we haven't put the stuff back in here yet. And the house is very cold because we're having really cold temperatures right now. But I like that in the summertime. What do you think about like a throw rug? I'm kind of leery in a craft area. We're not that messy, but what would a rug or a splash of color on the floor do for this room?
I think it will unify the room depending on what you're doing, also with the details around the wall, like you were discussing. Plus, it's nice. Gives it a bunch of color too.
And where can I get a nice, colorful shag rug? Any ideas? Because I'm going shag. If I'm doing it, I'm getting a shag.
You can try many places. One of the places where we shop the most for staging needs is Home Goods. TJ Maxx, Marshalls.
Okay,
And it's
all right.
right here. You can find it with you.
Oh, shopping we will go.
Exciting.
Well, it's great that I'm able to use what we have so far. So that's my goal, is to try to take things out of the closet and start using them. And with the artwork, it's stuff that haven't really known where to put it. It's important to me, so I want it out where I can see it. So.
Exactly. And the point is not spending money; it's using what you have creatively.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I love doing this step by step. It's going to be gorgeous. So my next task then is to finish sorting our craft items. My husband's been given his bins so he can start his sorting. And we're going to schedule some Zen doodling time. I'm hoping that Tracy will find some time to help me with that. And then it's getting the rest of my storage bins and getting that put together. So I can't wait to share the results with everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Tracy. Operation Decoration, Stage 2.